Alrighty, welcome to Trans Talk with Kai, where I interview other trans people about their experiences and their pros and cons, trials and tribulation to their transition. I hope this will be a good learning experience, and even if you don't learn, I hope you just enjoy. So come catch a vibe, and yeah, let's get it. Welcome back to another episode of Trans Talk with Kai. My guest today is...
Hey, what's up? I'm Chase.
Here. Okay, and that's funny because the first question, it's funny your name is Chase, because the first question on this one, I don't know. Oh, I don't think you were in that other group chat, but it's about chasers, trans chasers. How do you have you had any experience with them?
I have actually not, funnily enough. I have not run into that scenario yet.
Nice. It's kind of awkward, so hopefully you don't.
I have heard stories. However, I hope I never experience it.
Yeah, I'm same. I hope you never have to experience that, because it's a very weird dynamic. And then it's like you have to explain to them why it's wrong. So that makes it even
Awkward.
weirder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so into the next question. What would be your preference of partner since your transition?
Honestly, I didn't notice my preference really changed. As I stated in one of the previous videos, I've noticed a lot of different changes, but I'm still fully interested in women. And you know, I already got my girl. She over there in the other room, but I mean, no real big changes there.
All right. How about your sex drive? Has that
No, it's that like I have like really? At first it went up, and then now we are like plummeting down to earth, like hard and quick. Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. One of the biggest problems.
I was about to say, so that's gonna make the next question interesting, because the 3 H's for, for those that I've spoken to so far, is usually hot, hungry, horny. So what would be your 3 H's?
So hot and hungry are definitely they definitely check. But honestly, I have turned into a touch me not. Like, just don't leave me alone. Like, my third big thing is I have, instead of becoming more active, I have actually become more reclusive.
Interesting.
So hot, hungry, and leave me the hell alone.
Okay. So, okay, well, that makes the next question kind of interesting, because the next question is about sensation. But I guess, I mean, technically sensation down there doesn't necessarily have anything to do with, like, horniness or whatever. Although the majority of us was like, that's where we took it. But because the boys will be boys. But what is that? Have you noticed like a difference for you as far as sensation?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, granted, I don't touch me, but every now and then it happens, and it's very enjoyable. It's definitely a whole different feeling. Like, instead of that, how to keep this PG-13 is the question here. That whole body feeling, like, it is now become more focused on the tiny pee-pee versus everything else. Like, that just, I suck at this. I am awkward. I am sorry. Please
it's
forgive
okay.
me.
Hell, I ain't no better. We gonna go with it. I ain't gonna lie to us. I like not having to do so much editing on these videos, because everybody has their own little quirks and kinks and shit. And we show so much different like variety and personality and shit. So don't apologize. Just be you. We appreciate that. It makes me feel more comfortable being awkward because I'm not the only one that's socially awkward sometimes.
Yeah, no, I am so socially awkward.
It's so weird though, because it's like we so friendly. Like once we get past some first couple icebreakers, we in there, we cool now. But at first it's just like, what's up?
Yep.
The last question for this section or for this video is going to be dating. Because were you already dating your partner before transitioning?
So socially I had already transitioned. But my physical transition started after we started dating. So she went into it knowing, hey, I'm trans, so we didn't really have to have that uphill battle that sometimes comes with it. She's actually been my biggest supporter in this. She's helped me get everything in order for pretty much everything.
Okay, good. So I see that it's been a healthy, situation for you throughout your transition. Glad for that because Lord, some of the stories that we hear, they oof, they get toxic. This one is not on the list, but I'm pretty positive I asked this at some point, and I don't know. I just want to kind of know how you feel about it. How do you feel, or at what point do you feel? Because I guess you're kind of like me. You like already listen. I'm a trans man. This is what it is. You see what I'm saying? So like you said off the bat, but do you think that like if your partner didn't already know, at what point do you think you should tell somebody that you're trans if you're interested in dating them, or
Just because of the gay panic defense. Because I live in a state that is red, unfortunately. Whenever it would come to dating, that is something I would disclose before the first meetup. Even though I am at a point of fully passing, it is something that I would disclose early. If I was in a blue state where that's not something I would have to worry about, I would release it when I was actually comfortable with the person and I knew them and knew I could trust them.
See, I can do that because like I can't remember what I was watching on YouTube yesterday, but that just made it just popped in my head again. The thing me and Bash were talking about it, like people who are passing or whatever the case may be will date a cis person or somebody who may not be into trans people, which is totally fine. At the end of the day, people are allowed to like what they like and dislike what they dislike. However, that doesn't give you the right to be deceptive and try to trick them into liking you. You know what I mean? Like that's where I'd be like, okay, like it's already dangerous enough as it is, but now you're really playing with fire. Like it's never okay to harm nobody, but still.
I think that question has to happen before intimacy is brought into play. Like you have to be upfront before you hit the sheets. Because
especially
if not,
with the trans woman and cis man dynamic. Oof.
Yeah. That is definitely something that needs to be before.
See, I feel like I gotta get everybody else's take on this too, because I feel like there's gonna be so many different interesting points of view. But overall, like, I mean, I understand both sides because I understand not telling somebody, but at the same time, when it gets to the point of like, y'all finna go lay it down, or y'all really starting to feel each other. No, you in the wrong. Like regardless of how how you think they gonna react or how you think they gonna feel, if you feel like you needed to hide it that bad, then you should just avoid the situation altogether. You see what I'm saying? Like if you don't feel safe and accept it, try somebody else.
Exactly, because there shouldn't be a point where you are not being honest with the person you want to have any sort of a future with, whether it be a couple months or the rest of your freaking life. Like, you need to have that upfront honesty.
You know, a lot of people are like, "Oh, well, you shouldn't have to say nothing because it doesn't matter." I feel like it does. It does, especially
It
because
matters a whole lot.
like the main reason I feel like it does is because romantically, emotionally, somewhat mentally, gender does not matter in a relationship. However, as a trans man, even though I passed, because I don't know, I'm a handsome little fella. Thanks to my daddy, I had a good head start, you know. But still, I wear this shit on my sleeve because at the end of the day, I be talking about I want 7 kids and blase blase, and you know, women might take that as, oh, you know, you just a regular cis man, blah blah. And then I gotta explain why I ain't got the cis man toolbox, you know?
Or why
So
you shooting blanks
like
for your
that's why,
life?
and then at that point, exactly. Then at that point, they all upset and mad, and then I can't be mad because that should have been said before we went to
You
bed.
done
But
said, "Hey, baby, I
you know,
want 7 kids." Well, why ain't you giving them to me?
like, because we got to go to the doctor for help. I I got the plan, but not the Peter. Okay.
There you go.
But yeah, so see, it's like, but like I said, I try not to judge people because like I understand the fear and like why you would keep it to yourself, but I feel like it's even more dangerous to get somebody romantically or sexually involved and then have them find out because at that point, you probably gonna get the most wicked part of their emotions. You know what I mean?
You
Or
you're
like they
either
might
gonna
not
get
care.
you're either gonna catch a big ol' ass whooping or you're gonna catch a grave. One of the two. Like, especially if you get
Yeah.
that deep in. Mm, Women
That's what
are a
I'm saying.
little
Like that's why I'm like, yeah,
they know how to get rid of a body and not get caught. I'm just saying.
exactly. And it's crazy because you know the way the world is nowadays, ain't nobody gonna too much blank twice. So I ain't really like I was like, nah, I can't do it. I can't do it. Like I remember one time I was on this dating site and it says in my bio, like on all my shit, like I said, I wear this on my sleeve. I'm transgender. And ended up and ironically, I wasn't even on that point. I wasn't on that app for like dating purposes. I was trying to sell my candles and stuff. So I was just matching with like literally all the women. And a girl matched with me and she was like, oh, you're so fine, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, cool, thank you.
You want to buy
And
a
then
candle?
immediately after that, like right after that, she spazzed on me, bro. She's like, wait a minute, you're a girl. I thought you was a dude. And da 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 da. And I'm like, just goes to show you don't read. And why are you mad at me because you're attracted to me? Like I'm talking about she dropped every transphobic slur she could think of. And I was just like, do you feel better? Like at the end of the day, I'm still a man. I'm still a king. You're a piece of shit. And you wanted to hunch me. Have a great day.
Like, I
Like, what
swear,
the hell?
for some reason, they get a little bit more rude when they're like, oh, damn. And then they're like, oh, wait. Exactly.
Right. Like, it's okay to be attracted to me. It's okay that I'm an attractive human. It doesn't mean anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be weird about it. Well, not even weird. You just don't have to be wicked about it because what the like people be sexy. That's fine.
Like, I
It's
mean,
okay.
you're not going to get all twisted up if you run into, like, whoever your, like, I don't know, novel crush is in real life or something. Like, and you find out that
Exactly.
they're not what they write about. Like, you're not going to get that all twisted.
That's what I be saying. It's weird, but it's the world we live in. Can't change it, but I can change me. So fuck it.
Absolutely. That's a good mantra.
And to the next chat, Brody. Thank you for stopping in. I look forward to working with you again. And you're right in North Carolina, aren't you?
I am.
Okay, because yeah, you know, I'll be up there soon. So hopefully we could set up some in-person content. Because like I like the way me and Bash interact on camera. I mean, like this is still cool because I still get to chat with you and vibe with you. But you know, it's a little more comfortable and we can bring each other out a little more in person. So hopefully we get to link
Exactly.
up and do that soon.
Hey, just let me know. I'll see what we can do.
Let's get it. Until the next chat, Brody. Later.
Later.